was trying to make Akua Donkor every month. Maybe catch you say easy. Ama the party no akwanya say omufa new presidential candidate Emra. Ti omuhwehwe emu na no omu ema ne vice Yera Philip Apia Kubi aka Roman Father ena ekoko gina ye na ene easy abekasa say omu are disqualified no ekoba ne sana ballot paper na ya 90% no presidential one no ye besesa no anase ebegina easy akasa afa eno so na Calvin Ekobadu Taylor kan sembi eto ho na abusua eboboba ye betie nsem a Calvin Ekobadu Taylor so kan ye aha strong media GH mesho say obechewa adwan for video obehwe ho comment section no we are share ama wonu bi ensa atumi aka tebuso ye hwede enti a easy ese wa disqualify Yera Apia Kubi na ballot papers so a ya 90% nenso easy eden wo ka ede afa ho obesesa no obesa a print ne foforo ye besa aye balloting foforo anasa obe maintain the wa print no because madin kan amoanya no tie se 90% there o madin kan a print dada
1992 constitution and regulation 13.4 of CI 127, the commission wrote to the Ghana Freedom Party and provided them a period of 10 days within which to file a new candidate. Article 50 of the 4 of the 1992 Constitution reads, where at the close of nominations, but before the election, one of the candidates dies, a further period of 10 days shall be allowed for nomination. In that respect, the Commission wrote to the Ghana Freedom Party and asked them to present a new candidate within 10 days. In fulfillment of that request, the Ghana Freedom Party presented Mr. Apia Kubi, who was before then the vice presidential candidate to Madam Akua Donkor. The party presented him as the presidential candidate of the Ghana Freedom Party. He and the party went on to submit their nomination forms on the 5th of November, and our technical teams went to work immediately reviewing the nomination forms. At the end of the process, they detected a number of errors and some illegalities with the form. The candidate's attention was drawn to these errors, and the party was provided an opportunity to correct them. They did that. In the view of the commission, it was not in our bosom to provide the political party the opportunity to correct some of the illegalities that we found on the form. In that respect, the party did not draw their attention to it because the commission does not feel that it is in its bosom to allow any political party to correct illegalities with the form. The commission, therefore, as at yesterday, wrote to the party and to the candidate disqualifying him from contesting the 2024 presidential election. This morning, we are here to inform you of the commission's decision to maintain the presidential ballot as it is. As you may be aware, and I believe all of you have representatives in the printing houses, we are almost 90% complete with the printing of presidential ballots. And you are also aware that following the passing of Madam Akua Donkor, we requested the printing houses to cease printing until the law had taken its course. Now that the presidential candidate or the nominee has been disqualified, the commission would like to inform you that the printing would proceed on the current ballot as is, in the interest of time and to save this country millions of cedis. And so our task here this morning is very simple. We are not here to change positions. We are not here to reballot. We are simply here to inform you that the commission intends to notify our printing houses to proceed with the presidential ballot as is. It will proceed with the ballot that bears the name and the image of the name of the Ghana Freedom Party, their symbol, and the image of Madam Akua Donkor. And we believe that a lot of discussions and advertisements will go out to prevent the citizenry from voting for her. So this is our mission here this morning. It is a simple one, as I said. We'd like to thank you for your time and your attention. Thank you.
Easy say yeah ballot for ballot papers na omu are printed at no enoa and a ye maintain. Nebuja, when a air kai means Sebia Calvin Ekobadutela ekaye, such a easy ethical decision we say no area. Obi ade eye easy ebeko court. Say on tia say ye mami Akua Donkor ya disqualify no. Na still na no the din edeso ewo ballot paper no eso.
Now my mention strategy omo epese omo adapting. Now this is the strategy Jane Mensah NPP 4% adapted with this Akua Donkor demise. Now, Obi the EC Beko court, somebody will take the Electoral Commission to court very soon. Nipa no the EC Beko court no, Obeka check Ghana for say, or a concerned citizen, or the EC Beko court say, Omuyi Akua Donkor, the picture no free ho, say Akua Donkor unfilled it, and I said GFP. What I'm telling you is that the NPP will do everything possible to stop Akua Donkor party no from nominating a presidential candidate. Now, say Ebasana, another NPP person will go to Supreme Court and tell the court to say Akua Donkor party name to me any presidential candidate. I will say Akua Donkor party no or more ballot paper no see a NPP for because Supreme Court. See. NPP phone will do everything to stop Akua Donkor pathway from fielding a presidential candidate. Now, say omenya presidential candidate amba NPP for we have nipa ba ko say onko court. No kan che court say Akua Donkor party no to me amfa obi amba be Akua Donkor 9 dia. And the was set sa Akua Donkor baby oda no e will see a yini number ni free o yini free na yes sa numbers no. That is number 1. Now, number 2, Jane Mensah and EC. What they are going to do is almost be emergency IPAC meeting. See, say ni pane the assembly quarter. Jane Mensah, Bossman, omoni MPP for an apalumube meeting. No ma fre emergency IPAC meeting. Now, almost emergency IPAC meeting now. 90% of NPP for now omo IPAC almost say omo ye apalu ene sanko for no. They will all say they support the Electoral Commission say omo yi Akua Donkor party no free number 3 or so whatever it is no. Now what is going to happen is say Sinibeka say that is what IPAC is saying, and that any political party at IPAC that will disagree should go to court for interpretation. Court one da ho osono mame. First of all, they will say Akua Donkor, they will stop Akua Donkor party from fielding a presidential candidate. Eba sana na obi de eye sa eye asem no akọ court. MPP for be obi de akọ court. Say di panel the EC court na EC afre emergency IPAC meeting. Easy for emergency IPAC meeting. They will make sure say MPP surrogates no more IPAC meeting because say yes, EC should take out Akua Donkor. Now, I'm say EC should take out the Akua Donkor party in free. Now, EC will say majority of IPAC no say it is a political party now you don't agree. Obviously, NDC will not agree. A party are reasonable to say Afafranto Alan Cash will not agree. And some other people who are somebody like Hassan Ayaraga, I don't trust him. He will go with the NPP people. That's what he does all the time. He does business when it comes to politics. Now, the rational ones will disagree. And the EC will say, oh, per the vote, majority of the parties at IPAC are saying, they side with us. So we want to go ahead and take Akua Donkor out and do re-balloting or change the number now, Ubia Wano. Then EC will say any party that disagrees can go to Supreme Court. Now, Uko Supreme Court, Osama Ami will be sitting there waiting. Tokonu, and Tokonu is an MPP communicator. So when you go to Tokonu, Tokonu will tell you, EC is right, and that you should go back in less than 24 hours, Thank you very much. In just 24 hours, Madam Tokonu will put a committee, a team together and decide on the case in less than 24 hours. Sir Jemensa NDC Foko Court say could seek interpretation for the actions of EC. Madam Tokonu will use less than 24 hours to put a group of judges together to say the EC is right and that the NDC should go back and listen to the EC. Because listen, when you look at Ghana's election, let me show you this. These are real facts. I'm not sure facts you are. Look at these facts. The reason why it is not important for the EC to even touch the ballot paper. The EC should continue and print all the papers. Because Ghana's election, this is the election. When results now results on the screen is a summary of the 2020 presidential election results without Techiman South constituency. Now, Akua Donkor party, GFP, Akua Donkor did not get more than 5,000 votes. Akua Donkor didn't get even 6,000 votes. The whole election now, in 2020, Akua Donkor got 5,500 people voting for her. So what should stop us from printing the ballot papers? Because Akua Donkor, whether we allow her in or not, whether they have a presidential candidate or not, her number is insignificant. And there is no way Akua Donkor can win elections in Ghana. It is also number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5, Akua Donkor, the summary of 2020 elections now, only 5,000, Akua Donkor, 5,574 people voting for her. So why is the EC stopping the printing? After 10 days, say Akua Donkor party to be a presidential candidate, it should stay the same. The EC should not try, said they will touch the voting paper and say they want to change the numbers and the positions of any political party. Because Akua Donkor's political party does not add anything to the elections. So Akua Donkor 4 million votes, I can say yes, she can win elections. But Akua Donkor 6,000 votes in just 2020 elections. So why are we even stopping the printing? You just have to tell Akua Donkor party and say, you know something, we cannot do anything about it. When somebody votes for Akua Donkor, you can come and present somebody's name. But when somebody votes for Akua Donkor, the person is technically voting for a party. But you cannot say you are stopping the printing and that you are going to change the numbering. And that because of Akua Donkor is very, very insignificant in Ghana's elections. Now, this is a typical example. Namapong, it's exactly 8:06 p.m. What we are experiencing today at EC and Akua Donkor Assembly, to make it very easy for you and to make it very rational for you, Namimpong show is simple. WAEC conducting elections, examinations. At the end of the day, there are so many students elections, exams. Obu ha no anyam wentumi ametro exams no. Obu ha wonya accident wentumi ametro exams no. Obu ha oyare serious wentumi antro exams no. Obu ha ye registration wie ye ma obia index number because WAEC say ye ba betro exams a wasi no ye register student bia ema student bia de unique number friend no desk and as index number. Now on election day, say a week to elections, na say school bi hu say student bi sebio wewu ana onyem ana oyare seriously on tumimpo entra. WAEC does not take out that student's index number. What happens is when they print the papers, they print the exams papers, those students, their papers are printed. The exams still goes on. WAEC does not say because this student oyare, this student onyem, this student with all due respect want to mean exams the index numbers, we have to reprint all index numbers into so 2 million students never try exams now. We need to go back and redo the index numbers. It does not work like that. WAEC still sticks by the principles. The index numbers stay and people go there to write into exams rooms desk na empty. Na paper daso, index number daso, because WAEC still recognize the index number. WAEC does not go back and reprint all the papers because Nipa mienu ana miensa are not writing the exams. WAEC still goes ahead. Into WAEC printed 20 million papers because Kevin Taylor is not writing the exams, or because 20 students are not writing the exams from one school, we will have to change all the index numbers. WAEC goes on to print the papers, and what WAEC does is at the election day, on examination day, they bring out the paper, put the paper on the desk, that index number paper not on the desk. After the exams, they collect those papers. So why is the Electoral Commission our printed papers 90%? Say because Akua Donkor, after 10 days, Akua Donkor party into Manfa presidential candidate amba, we have to nullify and change the ballot paper. That is evil. Ghana for nobody should allow this. So James and NPP before try anything silly. We should let them understand we are the people. The NDC as a political party should not dare. John Mahama is number 8, and nobody at the Electoral Commission can change that. We are the people. The elections, we will have it. Baby Obia Peki and Bawumia the number 1, he will stay number 1. John Mahama the number 8, he will stay number 8, and that is what we are going with. Se Papa Anyashia, Bonnie Anyashi, and a bear medibeja Jimensa, any East MPP. Se Papa Anko Ka Preda Enka Papa. Se Bibi Anko Ka Bibia, Bibi Enka Bibi. So Bia Nyobia Bibia, Obiaso Entumi Nyobia Bibia.
Prophet Kevin Taylor can say a few weeks ago, Nebusia Boba. Bobo eba because say you know ya disqualify GFP ya mami Akua Donkor party no ya disqualify omu as still na no omu din ene chese omu mfonyini eda so ballot paper na so no eno create problem eno ema obi nkonkoto ma no eno ensay chese abato no eno ema niema enye bisi basa ti eno ene wanhwe ya ensemo akavena Akua Taylor prophets eka ye no ansha ebebemu no ti ebusua ye bekoso na ye di achire ene ya na easy eba abontene abekasa ye bekoso e di achire de be film ababia no ye de ba somo no say ye somo a eye papa aha eye strong media GH mesel say obe subscribe to channel no we are watch wa adwanfa video a wa share ho comment section mera wase na mama obo ene hwe Magraheb.